Hello gamers and monkey tamers, my name is Crumb, and I remember I recorded this video yesterday, and I thought it sounded more like an angry man screaming at the clouds than an actual cohesive video, so I thought, fuck it, I'll make one where I actually talk with a more nuanced take instead of just modernity. Oh, dude, it sucks. Cool, blimey. While I do that, I'm gonna build this thing over here. And if you're wondering why I'm a controller, it's because you don't hear it as much as mouse and keyboard, because I've got it underneath the desk and it's kind of hard to hold like that. Normally I play on mouse and keyboard. I need to see if this track works properly. But yeah, I just need to talk about something that's been plaguing my my thoughts as of late. But no, I feel like a problem that a lot of people have been complaining about recently has been the beastification of content. I fucking hate that word, but it's so true. It's such a good word to use. But just generally, people... this should bring me forwards, right? Yeah, that's weird. I need to fix those buttons. But just generally people having a lot lower attention span. And I feel like that kills creativity. The one thing people don't talk a lot about when it comes to boredom and the way it affects the human psyche is the fact that if you're having a constant stream of not being bored, not having nothing to do, you tend to become a lot less creative. You try to, instead of trying to find interesting ways to keep yourself less bored, you immediately know how to not become bored. You just open up TikTok, you scroll for a while, and then by the end of it, you feel like complete crap. And of course, the last part I just talked about is everything everyone fucking says. TikTok bad because attention span, which is very, very true. I can't even deny. See, me personally, I don't use TikTok. It's where YouTube Shorts, which gets me, because I love YouTube. I've been using it for fucking years, cunt. It's my primary form of entertainment, which isn't video games. Okay, wait, I'm gonna see if this works. So this should go to the side. Fuck. Oh yeah. I think I realized I needed to take a break from YouTube, especially on my phone. On my PC, it's not that big of an issue because I don't use shorts on my PC. I find that abhorrent and just like, why the fuck would you use shorts on PC? Not only is it a worse viewing experience, but just why? But specifically on my phone, I went to uninstall YouTube from my phone yesterday. It's a Samsung A34G or something like that. It's one of the cheaper models, I think it were. And I physically, I go to uninstall YouTube and I can't uninstall it. I can only disable it. That's how much it's fucking integrated into our lives. And I was just like, whoa. That convinced me to use my YouTube on my phone a lot less now. Or want to stop using it completely even. I haven't touched YouTube on my phone for 2 days now and I've been like, what? That's insane. I still go to my phone when I'm on the shitter to like search up YouTube on my like taskbar, and I whenever I do that I think, what the fuck is wrong with me? Holy shit. But that's just the thing. They've completely taken over our brains. They've completely made it so that we're addicted to our phones, so that we're addicted to our devices. And as much as a boomer take that is, I'm not a fucking boomer. I'm 21. I know, Christ. 21-year-olds get called fucking unk on TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I'm an unk. This video doesn't really have any cohesion to it. It's just me rambling on because I really wanted to ramble about this thing because it's something I not necessarily worried about. I get frustrated by the amount of people that surround me that are addicted to their phones, that are addicted to their devices, yet they can't admit they are. I feel like most people, especially these days, recognize their addiction to mobile devices and the algorithm, the almighty algorithm that dictates what we see, what we hear, and what we want to like. It tells you what you want to like. And as much as people complain about their algorithms saying, oh hey, I would never watch this, why is YouTube giving this to me? But then proceed to watch the content anyway because it looks interesting. Yes, you are the reason why this is happening. And as much as I want to believe that I'm not taking part in some form of attention span destruction, I do, especially on the main channel. I definitely did do some videos that I've unlisted that were just fucking algorithm hell, just fucking bang bang bang, just like pure information overload every single second. And why the fuck did my weapon just change? I think it's because I pressed, yeah, information overload. And it was just edited super cleanly. It was just no rough edges whatsoever, and that just made me feel a bit sad after uploading it. It felt like my soul was missing from that video. It felt my pure joyous personality was just eliminated. And I feel like a lot of people have already said this, especially now that we as people are starting. I hate saying this because it makes me sound like such a fucking physical embodiment of a cornball, but it was starting to wake up almost from our use of social media and our use of all these forms of short form content. Because I feel like, as much as I'd like to blame Mr. Breast or point to a specific person, which makes fucking, I'll admit, high quality, but really, it's attention span engagement farming videos. I have to give it a lot to short form content, because it is destroying our brain. I mean, it is. That's not a fucking like. It's not like a haha funny brain rot. It is destroying our brain. It is destroying our like I said, our ability to think, our ability to imagine, our ability to create. I believe that kids these days, another old man shouting at the clouds again, very funny. I believe kids are going to be a lot less creative than they have been. I'm trying to figure out how to pick this block, if you can. I don't think you can, because I'm using a controller mod for fucking Java, so I don't know. I know this is a bit more odd than the content I normally upload. I'm just frustrated, man. I'm frustrated from not being in control of my own attention, for not being able to not use a piece of media that I don't need. I don't need YouTube, and yet I crave it. Another old person screaming at the clouds thing is I miss not, I wouldn't say lazily made content, but I miss content that is more geared towards people with higher attention spans, as in not what fucking Jacksepticeye does nowadays, where he just uploads 1 hour YouTube gaming videos. Ain't nobody got time for that, mate. But just decent 30-minute just rambling on or let's plays. I love watching them. I love them. I love them. But I actually, I do get them in my algorithm, especially on this account that I use for YouTube. I initially made this account just so I could scroll YouTube and have a better YouTube algorithm. I'll just curate my own. How the fuck do I take out this stuff? There we go. A more chill algorithm, an algorithm which I have curated specifically. I've started to watch lower viewer YouTube channels, etc., etc. And I think that's helped my attention span a lot. I can't even lie. Switching from large, big name content creators that constantly want to harvest your attention to those of which just want to upload can actually benefit your psyche. I'm not even taking the piss. It sounds like a fucking personal advertisement, seeing as I'm a shit cunt YouTuber, which uploads once a fucking year. and who swears like a sailor with a ripped cock in his ass, I'm not gonna get fucking attention in the YouTube algorithm, am I? Of course not. Also, another pet peeve of mine is people which... I've got mates which do this, and it irks me. It makes me feel ever so angry. Are people which watch videos while playing video games, and not when you're playing by yourself. If you're playing Minecraft or something, and you got this on the other screen, fucking good on you. I do that all the time. It's nice to just be chill and watch some videos. I'm talking about when you're on call with your mates. As soon as you die in fucking Fortnite, or if you're traveling a long distance in Sea of Thieves, God, that game, that's a whole different discussion. Uh, uh, they just proceed to pull out their phone and scroll Instagram Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts. And as much as I don't seem fazed by that, it really does get to me, because I think, if you... why are you playing the game when you're not? It does irk me. It does really do. It does irk me. And I hate to admit that, but it really does. I feel like this has happened a lot during Sea of Thieves, where I mostly notice it in Sea of Thieves, which I don't play anymore. Fuck. That game has gone to the dogs, man. And so that's, like I said, that's a different conversation that I want to have, but also don't, because I've never made Sea of Thieves content, so where the fuck would that align in with my viewership? Or lack thereof. But just people which are so fucked that they can't handle moments of emptiness in video games, that they can't just sit there and play the game. I noticed this when I was playing Mario Party or Wii Sports with a couple mates one day, and we were all playing, taking our turns, and whenever it wasn't that person's turn, they'd proceed to scroll on their phone. They wouldn't chat to the other people, they'd proceed to scroll on their phone, and I'd try to talk to everyone when it was their turn, etc, etc. I boosted them on. Me and another bloke that I wasn't even that close with, and still I'm not that close with, were the only ones who weren't looking on their phone as much. It was insane, and that led to some really good conversations with that bloke. Well, my closer mate and another one were just looking at their cellular devices, and I found that to be really, okay. Yeah, I want to make it like this. It's not me talking shite about them. It's just, I mean, you do as you please, but it's just something that really irritated me and further pushed my agenda on disliking short form content, and how I believe it's harvesting us, and how it's not only just taking away our attention span, but our ability to think, our ability to create, our ability to imagine, and our ability to just socialize in quiet moments, in those moments where you'd much rather have someone chatting to you. If I'm playing Wii Sports, it's not because, or fucking Mario Party, the original ones for the, not the original, but like I'm talking about the ones for the Wii. It's not because I really wanted to play those games, even though I do. It's because I wanted to experience them with friends, to have a good time with friends. And I did, but it was just because of that one other mate. I tried doing it again with another one of the same mates and a different mate, and it was the same experience. They just both went on their phones. And a lot of people say they don't have time for things anymore, which they don't, but then proceed to scroll on their phone for 4 hours or 5 hours, and then proceed to complain they have no time. Like, yeah, you have no time because you waste it all. The only way you can make time is by planning time. Everything, when it comes down to it, is all about intelligent planning, is all about forming a schedule around the time you have. but if you're just a bloke or a lass, then you have time. Of course, everyone's situation is different, but most normal people have time. And if you're using that time to feed something that does not care about you, to feed something that isn't beneficial to you, in no way whatsoever is it fucking beneficial to you. There's no reason for you to be trying to feed that algorithm. And yeah, fucking doom scrolling is a bit like junk food. Yeah, it's nice every once in a while, but you're gonna get fat. You're gonna get fat, you're gonna get unhealthy, and you're gonna start hating yourself. You find so much doom posting that. And this is a doom post. Holy shit, I'm the thing I'm complaining about. This is a doom post, and I hate doom post videos because they just farm negative energy. God, that sounds like such a fucking hippie thing. But they do, they really do. That sounds really fucking hippie, and that just made me fucking curl up a little bit. No, let me. Oh no, I did just see what you were selling. I just lost attention for that. Jesus. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. That's all I wanted to talk about. I just dropped that. I've got a few more videos coming out about this world specifically. So if you would watch that would make me happy. I don't know if this is going to be a one-off of me just rambling about things. So yeah. Goodbye.